Hi, chat. Sorry about all that. It's pissing me off a lot, chat. Sorry about all that. It's pissing me off a lot. This shit out. I hope it's only temporary, but this shit out. I hope it's only temporary, but yeah, because this is gonna be my last stream in like quite a little while. Chat room reminder. Feedback? No, it's because my stream is playing in the background. Yeah, sorry. I had my stream open to check when I would be live again. I'm sorry, this is pissing me off. My internet just keeps dying. I think my stream has crashed once. I'm saying chat broken. That wouldn't be too surprising considering everything keeps breaking. I think now it should be fixed. My hair looks freshly washed. I washed it Monday. You trimmed your bangs? No, they're extremely overgrown. Look how long they are. I mean, if this was a bang trim, if this was a bang trim, that would be a goofy ass bang trim. Ugh. Anyway, welcome to the stream, everybody. I'm sorry about all the fucking bullshit. Are song requests broken or did they die? Let me reload that shit. Let me see if I can fix this. Why haven't I trimmed them? Because I don't know how to and I'm scared. Alright, it's time for this bullshit.
Every morning at the mine, you could see him arrive. He stood 6'6",
Let's get back into the bullshit. She's back. Well, sorry everyone. It's awesome. Because like every time the stream crashes, by the way, some people leave, obviously. It's awesome. It's awesome. Stream crashes.
Big John, Big Bad John. Well, nobody seemed to know where John called home. He just drifted into town and stayed.
Welcome back, everybody. Sorgy.
Quiet and shy, and if he spoke at all, he just said hi to Big John.
What were we doing?
Somebody said he came from New Orleans, where he got into a fight over a Cajun queen, and a crashing blow from a huge right hand sent a Louisiana fella to the promise.
We were doing thingy. We were doing time guesser. Happy beer drugs, I wish.
Big Bad John.
We're gonna do it. Right. Lyndon B. Johnson was like. He was before 1969. I know that much. Obviously, this is Washington D.C. So let's just do that one for one, right? Let's just stick it in Washington D.C. and then like that'll be a good chunk of it done. He was which is not here. Sorry, that also not here. What am I doing? It's gotta zoom out to figure it out again. There you go. This looks very oval to me. Maybe not. Maybe it's not oval. I don't really care. I'll just stick it here anyway. It's close enough regardless. And then it's like, yeah, it's like in the 60s before 69. Kennedy died in 63. Was it 65? 1 year off. 26.5 meters off. Martin Luther King Jr. and others onlooking U.S. President Lyndon B. Johnson as he signs the 1964 Civil Rights Act, which prohibits segregation based on race, color, religion, sex, or ethnicity. Church. Autoput Beograd, Ljubljana, Samobar, Rijeka. Ooh, Rijeka. They called it Rijeka in those days, huh? That's an indicator. That's an indicator. I'm gonna do dishes if I forget about stream. Please ping me. Yes, or split. So this is obviously Balkan, right? Beograd, Belgrade. Rijeka is what they call wait, no, they already call it that now, but that used to have a different name before. That's how it is. Karlovac, 57 kilometers away. So are we in Zagreb? I mean, this looks very Zagrebite. Could well be in Zagreb.
No, they never reopened that worthless pit. They just placed a marble slab in front of it.
And the one, is that still called the one nowadays? A1? It's still called the A1. It makes a lot of sense. Why would you change the name? That's still the A1 leading you all the way to Rijeka, and then it changed into the A6. Samovar. Because Karlovac is 57 kilometers. Ljubljana is 150. I'm pretty sure this is Zagreb. I'm gonna look for this church though. Good night, face, sleep well. Hope you had a good time. It's also not a massively huge church, so maybe I can't find it. Maybe this is just like one of the churches of Zagreb, but it also does look quirky enough that it might be the main Zagreb church. And also it's Zagreb, right? Like, it's not that big. Like, maybe this is the main church, especially up until recently, right? That's the big thing about Zagreb. I mean, most of the Balkans, none of the, nothing really was very important there until fairly recent. The cities, especially, were like, comparatively smaller places. I cannot find a single church, let alone this church. Oh. I guess it could be this. And we're like past its ass. And then there's a fountain, but they might have gotten rid of the fountain. It could be here. I will put us here. Get out of the fucking closet, kitten. At least your parents probably, and like, you have friends and shit, right? You're at uni. Like, you're gonna be hard pressed to find a more tolerant environment than this shit. You're in uni in a woke country, right? It can't get much better than that, realistically. Anyway, this question is when, right? I'm seeing obviously no modern-ish cars. This could be. This could be the 60s, huh? Hard to say, because this truck is a little ancient. This car in the back looks a lot more modern, though. Lamborghini is still not going to be that bad. I know it's Aalborg. It's still a uni in Denmark, right? Like, it's not going to be that bad. Oh, yeah, I see hammer. Oh, that's cute. They put hammers and sickles into the window. I think that's what this is. Is that what this is? Am I going crazy, or is that a hammer? No, no, it's probably just a clock. It's probably just a clock. Sorry. It's probably just a clock. Fashion-wise, honestly, yeah, 1959 is where I'll stick this. 59. 47. 12 years off. That's not bad. People standing around the fountain of the square of the victims of fascism, one of the central squares in Zagreb, Croatia. 12 years off. 32 meters off, however. Very good on location, as always. Huntihana. No idea what that means. But that's Russian. that says KPSS. No idea what that means. Wychod, that means exit. They probably ripped that from somewhere. Obviously, this says Ruski something. Who the fuck is that? Is this a 1991 sort of just generally they're mad at someone? Because it's a Russian flag. They're Russians, right? They're Russian nationalists, maybe? 1991, and this is some sort of. This is because you can see hammers and sickles and shit in the background. This maybe I don't recognize this face. These might be. I don't think they're liberals. I think they're nationalists, or maybe they're they could be liberals. I suppose. Looks vaguely like Felix Dzerzhinsky. Yeah, he's a nondescript guy, which is why I'm kind of like they feel like they want to hang him, and it's just like this is a dude. Like if this were, that's Iron Felix, is it? Like I said, I don't recognize him. He's not one of the main characters of. Isn't that like the interior? Ooh, that's I don't know why you drew that on there. Maybe you're accusing him of being this. I recognize where this is. It's probably just Moscow, I guess. Right, I'm not too. But yeah, isn't this like a KGB coat of arms? So I guess it would make sense, or like the predecessor of this. So I guess it would make sense that they might be mad at him. I guess now, okay, it's probably 1991. They're mad at him for KGB related crimery. Sure. There's a Chica guy. There you go. Makes sense. The Czech guy. There you go. He was the Czech guy, right? Yeah. If I don't know Felix Dzerzhinsky that well, but yeah. All right. Okay. In that case, it's 1991, just like Moscow, I guess. I don't know. 1991 or 1990, right? That's two years there of where it could really be. I don't recognize this building. This building is relatively Empire style default generic slop. I don't really like the Style Empire. The early Style Empire, right? The way the Napoleons do was kind of cute and unique and something about it. And then like the Russians, right, during the occupation in the after the rest of the Bourbon Restoration, they saw all this shit and thought it was awesome. And now every fucking building, every government building in Russia is Style Empire, right? Empire style. Like they don't go to that, and it's not like technically mandatory, but they all look like that, and it's just like a little. It's just like a little. I don't know. Like the original stuff was a little, you know, groundbreaking and unique and cute and interesting, and now it's like for the 3rd century in a row. Not third. I guess it's the. I guess we're nearing the 3rd century in a row where they just built every fucking government or like vaguely larger building in Russia has to be some Style Empire slop. Yeah, it's all French originally. That's the worst part about it. People don't even think about it that way anymore. They just think of it as a Russian default genre style. It was French. This is all French. This was all one-day French. Napoleonic French, specifically. It's not just any French. It's Napoleonic French. Anyway, 1991. I had statue, but that's Felix Dzerzhinsky. Yeah, I was. It doesn't really help me in the end, right? But I was kind of confused why they were especially mad at him. Rather, like if it were a statue of Stalin or Lenin, I'd be like, all right. I mean, this is. But I guess I wasn't really expecting Felix Dzerzhinsky to be like a major, like focus of anger. But like especially many decades after he wasn't really around anymore. 470 meters off. All right. Protesters standing on the statue of Felix Dzerzhinsky, head of the early Soviet secret police, the Cheka, in front of the KGB building on that's the KGB building, fair enough. On Lubyanka Square, Moscow, as they attempt to bring it down shortly after the failed August 1991's coup. 9991 points. See, that's my point, right there. That's why, I mean, it was like a long-winded excuse, but like, it just looks like shit. It looks the same and not very interesting. So yeah, I don't know. How am I supposed to recognize the fucking... And it's all mostly the same. Anyway, happy Independence Day. Ebola is real. Protect yourself and your family from the Monrovia City Corporation. All right. When was Ebola a thing? When I was like 16 or something? 2016? It is a very funny. Happy Independence Day. Ebola is real. All right. The FSB uses it now. Yeah, that's not too surprising. It's basically the same organization. Alright, well, Monrovia isn't hard to find. Let me just stick it there, I guess. Monrovia wishes it were thingy. Monrovia has like a little bit of that Conakry swag, but hi Dealing Core, welcome to stream. How are you doing? It has like a little bit of the Conakry swag, but like not really. Well, not really, I guess it's more. Look at Conakry. Yeah, Conakry is Neom in real life. Look at this shit. I love this city so much. I love this city. It's so fucking much. It's so goofy. Like, at this point, you think they might, but no, they keep building in a straight line. I mean, it makes sense. It's like swamps on either side. Look at this shit. It's so awesome. I love Conakry. And then it ends in this like really evocative little, look at this former volcano or whatever the fuck, presumably, I don't know. Look at this long ass tip that extends, and then there's this. It's video game maps shit. It's so awesome. I love this shit so much. They need high-speed rail. No, like, you know, this is city build. Oh my god. Some subways, I don't know, it's swampland, so it's probably not gonna be good, but like some high-speed. Like, you don't even need to build 17 lines, you just build one line, and it connects the entire thing. I mean, you could have, like one or two, I don't know, not really. You have just one long-ass elevated high-speed rail, not high-speed, you know what I mean, but you can have express lines going across it, and, like, some local ones going, Isn't that awesome? Oh man. You know what? Yeah, it's a little bit of that Manhattan thing going on, except, you know, I don't think they're ever going to be able to expand on this shit because it's all swamp slop. And back here it's all mountains. Oh my god. I love this. Anyway, we're in I don't know, somewhere in Maputo, in Monrovia. What am I saying, Maputo? I don't know. I'm not a Monrovia head. I couldn't tell you where in Monrovia we are. However, yeah, 2016 is that when Ebola hit? Because Ebola is like part of that whole 2014, I think, right? 2014. Look at me, 3.6 kilometers off. Spot on the year. Okay. Okay. On the train right now, fuck yeah. I love trains. Pisses me off that the cheaper way of long distance traveling for me is Flixbus slop. I should be on trains. I should be on trains much more often. This is pissing me off, I can't see anything. It's raining. Lissone. Assicurazioni, we're in Italy. We're in Italy. Super Sparpreis. Okay, I'm going to Lille. Let's take a random city. Okay, let's say I'm going from Köln. Oh, I think I've already told you I'm not in Köln. I can say Köln. I'm trying to do this bullshit, right? Wait. I'm trying to do this bullshit on Thursday, right? I will be doing this bullshit, and unfortunately the best thing I can do is it traverses 3 countries, right? I have to go from Germany to Belgium to France. There's not any good international connections. Like, you can get easily from like NFE to Paris with trains. That's fine, I guess. I think, I'm not sure. You can get here to, but like, it's a problem. I mean, it's easy enough. It's just like the connections are dog shit. Like, it's theoretically, legally, it's, you know, you don't have to do a lot of passport bullshittery, but like, it's you know, connections are ass because nobody does this trip. Self-ox mastery. Did I dox myself in any way, Lena? I hope not. I'm pretty sure I did. I? Give me a second. Happens, so no one wants to go to Lille. No, yeah, that's my point. That's why it pisses me off that this is the best thing I can do. Let me see. I don't think I dox myself. You know where I live, right, Lena? I think, do you? I don't think you do. You probably don't. You probably don't. Good. I'm not. I used to be allowed to say which city I live in, but now I moved in. We moved together with my wife, right? We both moved. I say I moved in sometimes. It's not what happened. Moving in implies I moved in with her, as if she was there before already. She wasn't. We both moved from different places, moved together to a third. Anyway, now that I live with my wife, she does not let me say where I live, and it's really tiptoeing around it, pissing me off. Anyway. Where was I? You gotta remember Leai's broke. Oh, I'm broke. I'm broke. Actually, international connections get missed now thanks to German border control. Yeah. You'll monetize doxing me. You do know where I live. So you know where I live, so you know you shouldn't tell me. You shouldn't tell anyone because it's out of pity. Knowing where I live, you should have pity upon me and not tell anyone. Anyway, this picture is utter dog shit and it's pissing me off. It looks like it's in Italy somewhere. Cornici Mantovane. Oh, are we in Mantua? Okay, well that helps if we are in Mantua. I don't know if we're on Mantua, but it says Cornici Mantovane, and I think Mantovane is you know, the Mantua is in the north somewhere, right? A lot of cities in Italy, huh? Give me a second, I'll find it. I think, wasn't Mantua like here? Modena. I thought like Mantua and Modena in my head are like next to each other. Not like next to, but like Mantua. trovato. I hope that was correct. I don't speak Italian. I mean, I speak Italian like as a European. I speak Italian. It's not hard to, you know, have just an innate understanding of, you know. I'm excited to visit you though. Any plans for that? I have to check. I have to clear all that shit with my wife. I hope this means, because it's like the corniche is like a pretty standard football ultra concept, right? Where like, you know, I think I'm not a football enjoyer. Football isn't like soccer for you losers over in the wrong continent, but like it's a pretty standard concept in football, right? You've got the stadium, and then like you have a section of the stadium like this shit, and that's the corniche, and this is where all the ultras go. So this is like, it's a ultras are very fond of like myth building. It's never good myths. The myths are always like paper thin, and they build up these like this home, like this vibe and atmosphere. It's the curva, all of this shit, right? Where there's like 1/4 of the stadium that they will act like it has like a legendary aura, and there's like a ultra myth building has always been pretty like cringe to me when they talk up these. When they talk up this shit, it's. I mean, I understand that like for you this is your whole life, but like, it's not. No, this shit. It's like, you know, it's a quarter, and they will act like it's the best thing in the world. It's not really a quarter. It's less than a quarter, right? Because the stadium's reality are like, you know, they're more like this. Oh, this is perfect. That's exactly how they are, right? And then the ultra section is gonna be like this shit, right? This part is like the ultra section, and they always act like it's the atmosphere or whatever. And it's like, yeah, I'm sure the atmosphere is crazy, but they will act like it has like this rich, deep history. Like they're it's very funny. I it's always been a little pathetic to me. I get it, right? But like, come on, man. I gotta get a little serious. Sorry, Nab, but you're endorsing some pathetic stuff right now. Anyway, so I think that's what this means. I think that's what this is in reference to. They're like, this is the Mantuan corniche, the Mantuan corner, probably. Hopefully. Which makes sense as well. We're right by the goal. So hopefully that is what this is, right? Like if the corniche is like this and the goal is there, like, and the thing is there. So good chance that we are in the Stadio Danilo Martelli. It could well be, Question is when, because football looks like it's from the, I don't know, 80s maybe? Because they used to shoot some utter dog shit, right? These standard footballs are like a little more recent. 75 at a guess? Any? Is the roll guess, or? I mean, I respect it because personally I don't got anything better, but anything informing the decision? Someone's breaking me apart. I just wanted my father's applause. I just wanted my mother's applause. I just wanted these crackers' applause. So I stand on the stage with the bars. So I stand on the stage with the boys. Guess earlier. Roll guess also. Also, I'm a pickle. That's awesome. My presence, say thanks. Little, what is your rank? Walk in my hood for a second. I'll stick it in 79. This is tough. Because I'm at, well, how many points now? 36,864. I can spare. Give me a second, perhaps. I have 1,800 points to spare. Fuck it, let's rock. 4 years off, that's not bad. I think this is it. AC Milan midfielder Romeo Benetti scoring past Inter Milan goalkeeper. Okay, this was... Is the Corniche Mantovana in Milan? Do they for some fucking... Milan? Wait, did I miss a Milan sign? Where? Honestly, to be fair, this is way too big of a stadium to be in Mantua. I thought I should have seen that. Where's the Milan sign? I can't see it. 1 year off the haircuts. I mean, 4 years isn't bad, so I'll take that. AC Milan midfielder Romeo Benetti scoring past Inter Milan goalkeeper Ivano Bordon to make it 2-0 during the Derby della Madonnina at San Siro Stadium in Milan. AC Milan went on to defeat their city rivals 3-0. They're demolishing it though? Yeah, it's too small, right? Presumably. I do know San Siro. I mean, it's not the name itself, but like the whole like stadium in Milan. It's also like really old and all that shit. And like that's partly what I know. And the whole like AC Milan and Inter Milan, I know like the basics. Inter are the evil liberals. It originally was the other way around, but yeah. Yeah, no, the fact that both of these enormously famous teams, which have very similar names and all that, share the stadium and all that, yeah, legendary. Anyway. Milan, there's 2 Milans, okay, for us, that's the thing. And I think, in Italy, I think Lazio is the bigger fascism thing, right? Lazio, because you're a Nazi, there you go. There you go. Like, there's one good Milan and there's a bad Milan, but like in Italy in general, if you're talking a fascist club, yeah. They're called Internazionale because half their players are rich English expats. Yeah. I support internationalism personally. I don't know. I thought that's how we... I thought that's how we bowled. Anyway. Yeah, well, where's the Milan sign? Because I'm sorry. You said there's like a big old Milan sign? Oh, this shit. I guess. It looked like an E to me. Looked a lot like an E. Alright, I think I win. Next to the dude. Where? The dude scoring? So this is Folona Chiatti Corcivino Lamberti. Where's the Milan? Oh, yeah. There. I did miss that, but that was easy to miss. However, in the end, it doesn't matter because I win. Thank you very much. That believers, believing always pays. Reminder. Alright, let's give it a shot, Piggy Bear. It's injecting time in a minute, though. Reminder. They're gonna beat my ass as always, but... what I don't do for my little Piggy Bear. I went Sable, by the way. Ooh.